just listened to this great interview with, I don't know, one of the top 3 Alexander Technique teachers in the world, John Nichols, and interviewers with Paul Cook of directionjournal.com. And John Nichols just made great point after great point, and he's just so logical, and he makes points 1, 2, 3. It's a real pleasure to listen to him. It's the first time I'd ever heard him speak. I've heard about him, but he said the main challenge facing Alexander teachers today, the challenge that dwarfs every other challenge, is finding enough clients. So you hear this again and again from Alexander teachers. It's so hard to make a living. It's so hard to get enough clients to sustain ourselves. How do we get this work? We're out there in the public domain. This work is powerful and deep. Why are we not connecting with the public? So where does the Alexander Technique teacher go for referrals? And John recommends osteopaths, chiropractors, voice teachers, wonderful sources of referrals. But what about that fundamental problem? Why are we as Alexander teachers not getting enough work? John says, point 1, people are willing to spend time, money, and energy practices that they think will improve their health, such as yoga and Pilates, but they usually like to do it in group activity. So they like to join a group. People like a shared experience because there's the yoga community, the Tai Chi community, where they'll go to vacations together, summer camps together. And Alexander Technique teaching tends to be a solitary one-on-one thing. You go to a lesson, you talk to your teacher, and there may be nobody else in your life you can talk about this with. Also, with group classes, cost is a lot cheaper than just one-on-one instruction. So, point 2, relating to those Eastern disciplines, yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, martial arts, they come with a ready-made, millennia-old philosophical and spiritual framework, and you can absorb that worldview when you get into them. So Alexander Technique is not as easily accessible psychologically and spiritually as, say, yoga and Tai Chi. And John Nichols said he got to meet a leading Tibetan Buddhist teacher, Jimmy Rinpoche, who, when John said that he was an Alexander teacher, Jimmy smiled and said, very good meditation in activity for Western people. That was his description of Alexander Technique. Third problem, trying to sell Alexander Technique to the world, is the language that we use when we present ourselves. So a lot of people look into Alexander Technique, they'll read a book, look at some websites, and they'll say, it seems old-fashioned, it seems stiff, and it seems boring. We look at the jargon that we use as Alexander teachers: constructive conscious control, primary control, use of the self, inhibition, stop and say no. It has this rigid, off-putting stiffness about it, and we kind of refuse to leave our jargon behind, to meet our audience halfway and try to express things in a way that catches their attention and communicates something that's much more alive, more energized, more positive, and frankly will make you feel great.